The feeling you have before doing something has zero correlation with the outcome. So this week I learned a big lesson, and it was a Tuesday evening, and I just came home back from training, and I was tired, I was drained. The last couple of days weren't good, and I wasn't in a good mood. And all I wanted to do, I just want to relax. I just want to read a book. I just want to chill. But currently I post twice a day on X at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. And the one thing I didn't do is I didn't post yet at 8 p.m. And I didn't even had like good posts prepared for this time slot. And I use Claude as my content strategist. And I'm constantly talking to Claude about different things. And I told Claude exactly how it was. I was like, hey man, I know I have this 8 p.m. slot. You know what content I posted this week. I don't feel like posting. And I don't even think I have like good quality content in my vault. So I don't want to just, post something for the sake of posting it because it won't be high quality. And let me just, go to sleep. Let me just relax. And, the next day I wake up fresh. I will like do a proper post and then post it the next day. And I also told Claude that, I had a couple of posts like in my vault, and one of them was a post about David Lynch and transcendental meditation. But I thought like this post, like it will go nowhere. It was not a good post. And Claude told me, well, look, man, you had this streak. Don't break it. Still post at 8 p.m. And I posted the David Lynch post. And I thought, well, maybe it will get like 1,000 views, not a lot of traction. And I just posted for the sake of it. And I went to sleep. And the next day I woke up and I saw many people subscribing to my newsletter. I logged in on X and I thought that this post got over 100,000 views. And I didn't understand it. I was like, wow, like I didn't expect this post to go viral. Like sometimes you do a post and like this has a viral potential, but I didn't expect this post to go viral. And so what ended up happening, like this post got over like 240,000 views, over 3,000 likes, and it was my best performing post this week. So the best performing post of this week was the post I didn't feel like posting. And I thought, like, how funny is that? Like the universe is trying to tell me something, and it's so funny. Like this is literally a lesson for me. And this applies to everything. I also remember talking to a good friend of mine who's a professional MMA fighter, and he told me once that, MMA fighters, boxers, they are in camp. They prepare for the fight, let's say like 8 weeks in advance. And like everything is focused on this one night. And then sometimes what happens, on this fight night, you just don't feel like fighting. And it happens even like to professional fighters. You just don't feel like fighting. But then what he told me that at some point he realized that it's kind of his job, right? I mean, he trains twice a day and this is literally his job. And when it comes down to your job, when it comes down to being a pro, it doesn't matter if you feel like it, if you don't feel like it, you just show up and do it because you train for it. You put in the work for it. And the same concept applies to everything. It applies to health. If you don't feel like working out, you still go and work out and you feel better afterwards. If you don't feel like going to bed at 10 p.m. and you say, well, I'll still go to bed at 10 p.m., you always feel better the next day. You have more energy, you're more refreshed, you have more time in the morning. And this principle is everywhere. And what I realized, then I asked myself, like, how can you ensure that, the outcome is not related to the feeling? And so maybe like you not posting the thing you didn't feel like posting, it was your best performing post. You not approaching the girl you wanted to approach, she becomes your girlfriend or your wife. And this was the big realization for me. And I asked myself, okay, so how can you ensure that you don't let the feeling dictate the outcome? And the only thing to do it is actually to have systems in place. So that's why I like this concept of daily non-negotiables, where you just know that you're going to work out every single day and you don't negotiate with yourself. When you're going to go to bed at 10 p.m. and you will not negotiate with yourself. When you finish eating by 7 p.m. and no more. To remove the feeling from the equation, you really need systems. And so I think building systems in all areas of life is really what helps you to do it. And even this video, like it's Sunday afternoon, and do I really feel like recording this video? Well, not really. Like I didn't feel like recording it before pressing on record, and like I'm still doing it because on Sunday in this time slot, usually from like 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. I have my YouTube slot where I grab an idea from this week and I record the video. And so this is the time for me to record the video. I cannot scroll X. Like I just told myself I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it every single week, and this is what I'm doing. And so I think my message is that, you can ask yourself in all the areas of life, like what are the outcomes you want to have, and what are kind of the systems you can create that will make it so, the result is kind of, is automatic. And I think even like the concept of having certain streaks, let's say like you post every single day, or you go to bed on time every single day, or you work out every single day, like just by having a streak and not breaking it, this will already give you dopamine and make you like you will see the progress, and it will make you even more likely to want to stick to it and just show up. And so my message is that the things you almost skip are usually the ones that move your life forward.